I've only been to a museum once. Back in the early 90s, there was a display of King Tut stuff in Dallas, and my mom took me over to see it. High tech. Were you like weirdly obsessed with ancient Egyptian history? Because I was. Speaking of chronic overworking, when I was in grade 2, I powered through my work too quickly. So my teachers brought my parents in for an extra parent-teacher conference because I was a problem. And they had to give me extra projects. So I did a whole bunch of weird research at the age of 7 on ancient Egypt. It's like weirdly obsessed with it. And cats. Both of those things. Enormous amounts. It's like, let me learn everything about King Tut. Oh, I love that high tech. Weren't until that moment. I love those huge life-defining moments that you don't even know are gonna happen. You're just gotta go to this museum exhibit, and all of a sudden, use beer. Hey, welcome in, Chris. Bossa Nova Cafe. Hi, friend. How are you feeling? An alpaca sniffing a sunflower. Maker plays. I love that. Let's add that to the poll. Sweet mods. I'm gonna copy that. I'm gonna add that as an option for the poll. Okay. What else? Have you been to the Met? Absolutely not, Clev. No. An entire Egyptian temple and the reconstructed statues. I almost popped a vein in my neck in London because I had the chance to go see the British Museum. And they have a bunch of the parts of the Parthenon. So I did this very ridiculous research paper on the Parthenon, but specifically the Parthenon frieze in Athens. And they don't have the original pieces because it was brought back to the British Museum. So I was like, oh my God, I gotta see that. And it popped out just a little bit of blood splatter because Danny got too excited to go see those parts. That sounds very exciting, Clev. Don't talk to me more about it because I might pop a vein. Hi, Sean. Hi, welcome in, Code with Sean. How you doing? How you doing? Oh, I know, right? High tech. I was just getting some news in my feed just about like the continued ridiculous things that rich folk do. That destroy little pieces of history. I'm sorry that that's the case and that we didn't get to experience certain things because of it. I can share something interesting about ancient Egyptians that did math that would blow some people's minds. Well, you know, we do love math time here, Rain, sometimes. Oh, Clev, would highly recommend. Yes. Ian, go to the British Museum. That was pretty much the only reason why I wanted to be in London. Now I know people who live there, so now I really want to go back, but yeah. Sean. Magic. I rushed through so many museums when I was in London for Monty Python. I had to rush through the museum as well. I was only there for 24 hours. Not ideal. Hopefully I'll come back. Hopefully I'll be able to go back and visit a bunch of you and maybe do some shows. Yeah. You're going in September to London. Ian, you're going to London in September. That's huge. Sweet Bing, you're in Latin America. Where are you? If I may ask. I mean, you don't have to tell me. But I just got back from Brazil, so I'm very curious. Very curious. Yeah. Rain, please do. You know we love super fun facts in the Discord. Yeah. Some temple rubbings that I got after my mom passed away. Need to put them up on walls. Oh, that sounds beautiful. Do you have frames? Shadow boxes for things? That sounds really great. When you're in Canada and you go through the Canadian school system, they're already framed. Okay, good. Yeah, you gotta put them up. In Canada, you just have to take Canadian history every year for like 12 years. And it's just the same like 100-year period. So I'd figured by grade 12 that I was just a person that didn't like history. I was like, maybe this isn't for me. I'm not really into this. And then I was the first in my family to go to university, so I had no one to help me figure out what was going on. And I went to go to campus to try to get some help with registration because I didn't understand anything. And all I had was like a family computer and dial-up internet. And I was a lost baby. And I went and they said, okay, well, all the classes are already full because your time slot to register was 2 hours ago. Like the 2 hours you were waiting on campus to get support. I'm like, okay, everything's full. So what can I take? And they said, okay, well, you have to take Greek and Roman history. And I was like, no. Why? Why do I have to take another history course? I don't want to. And then I ended up in this brilliant woman's class, and I loved her, and I took every single one of her classes. And then she was like, oh, I'm planning a trip to Greece, and there's a study abroad class, and it's a month, and you get to just go to all the archaeological sites and things like that. I'm like, I get to be an uber nerd in another country? Yes, my time has come. So I got a bank loan. And I was like, I am going to Greece with you. It was the best. It was the absolute best. So I think any subject that you kind of struggled with, in the hands of the right person, right? It can just change your life. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Uber Nerd Squad team up. Oh no, Dermo, I'm so sorry. Rain, go get some tasty noms. Sweet friend, go be well. Some are colored outlines and some are the raw chalk on paper. High tech, that is epic. And I'm so happy that they're in your hands and you're taking care of them. That's so good. Oh wow. That's super interesting, Clev. Super interesting. One of the coolest game designers I know is a classics lecturer. I love that. I love that. I ended up, we had one of our professors who was a chaperone on that trip, and he was also a musician. So my very first PA system, I gave to him because he was just kind of starting out doing live gigs. He was really, really nervous about it. And so one of his first gigs live we did together. And I gave him my first PA system. Oh, he was great. He was great. Memories. Yeah.